Trevor Gardner's team is working on their biggest case yet. 45-year-old Owen Clark was head of a huge drugs empire running cocaine from Jamaica to the UK. Trident reckoned he cleared nearly £1 million a year. He treated himself to designer clothes, diamond jewellery and expensive cars. Women flocked to him. They may not have known where his money came from. Trident watched his empire for 3 years. Clark kept a distance from the drug dealing. But the team arrested so many of his employees, they forced Clark to take a more direct role. As he became more active, their surveillance intensified. They needed to arrest him red-handed.
Oh, we did hours and hours of surveillance. We followed him for 30-odd days, for anywhere up to 18 hours a day. From when he got up out of bed in the morning to when he went to bed at night.
Clark was regularly seen with Jason Sadler, his top henchman. They were spotted with another man exchanging a bag for a brown envelope. Trident believed the bag contained cash, payment for an envelope of drugs which Sadler now had. While this went on, Trevor Gardner's team were waiting at a flat Clark used. To take him off the streets, they needed to catch him in actual possession of drugs.
At this point, as Owen Clark's walking in, myself and the rest of the guys from the team were actually hiding in the ground floor stairwell.
In, uses a key.
Waiting for all parties to go in, and then we were going to, hopefully, surprise them.
Yeah, it's definitely the same male with the headband. Wait, wait, wait. He's out towards his rest, using a mobile and carrying a large brown envelope.
Within probably about 5 or 10 minutes, Jason Sadler joins him, and he's still carrying the brown envelope. He was buzzed in, and he then goes up to the top floor, and we're still waiting.
In, and upstairs.
We waited for about 10 minutes until we thought it was the right time to go in, and then we forced entry to the door. And in the kitchen, we found them. We've gone into the kitchen. Clark was actually on the worktop trying to climb out the window. Bear in mind, it's the third floor window. I don't think he particularly cared at that point. He just wanted to get away. Could have gone horribly wrong, but he was finally brought back into the window and handcuffed.
Yeah, it leaked in my head, innit?
You banged your head, did you?
I got a hit in my head.
Okay, what's your name?
Owen.
What's your surname? Owen Clark. Okay.
On the little kitchen table was a large packet of crack cocaine.
After 3.5 years of painstaking investigation, they caught Clark and Sadler red-handed manufacturing crack cocaine.
And it was quite a tense moment, but it was also the exhilaration of the 3.5 years' work. But it was a judgment call and the correct one, and we got the jackpot.
Sadler pleaded guilty to supplying crack and was sentenced to 5 years.
Have been arrested for conspiracy to supply Class A cocaine.
Clark's lucrative drugs business was over. He was found guilty and sentenced to 13 years. With Clark safely inside, gun crime in London fell. But Trevor Gardner isn't prepared to leave it there. He believes Clark earned a massive amount from his illegal trade. Clark was rarely seen without his diamond-encrusted bling. After his arrest, Trident seized all they could find.
This is Owen Clark's jewellery. He says they were gifts and he disputes the valuation, but you feel the weight. I mean, that is good quality jewellery that's been well made. Just those 3 items, I think, were valued in sort of the region of about £10,000 or £12,000. So it is big money. It is big money.
They had his jewellery, but wanted his money. Trident's money laundering expert, Alan Johnston, was called in.
Quite often, motivating factor behind the kind of shootings that Trident deals with is actually money. And if we can, yes, we will take the shirt off their back. And hopefully, we'll take some of the glamour out of crime. Because you don't look too glamorous a criminal when you're driving around in a beat-up car with clothes that you've maybe got out of a charity shop or last year's fashions or whatever else. So the idea is we will take the profits out of crime and we will take the shirt off the back if we can.
No drug dealer can be allowed to profit from drug dealing. We've got to track down, find their money and retrieve it. They shouldn't just sit in prison, do their time and then come out again with hundreds, millions of pounds, who knows. It's got to be done to make other drug dealers see that we're not just going to put them in prison, we're also going to take their money from them. I think that hurts the criminals more than doing the time.
Tracing illegal cash is an international money puzzle. It will be months before they know how much Clark is worth. While one Trident team go after Clark's money, the murder team are 9 days into the case of Kevon Forsyth's killing. The man suspected of ordering the two gunmen to shoot has not been found, but Brixton police give Trident a video of him that may be useful evidence. It was found in a house search 6 months earlier.
Part of the footage in here shows the suspect full on, face to camera, pulling a automatic firearm out of his waistband, removing the clip and demonstrating that it's loaded. I couldn't hope for a better picture of a suspect. I mean, he's stood there and been filmed holding it.
Well, I'm just got to tell them.
Well, you can't catch him on loose side.
Obviously.
Obviously, fine, done.
Jerry, clips off. Don't know. I ain't fucking around.
All too frequently, we come across individuals who will take videos of themselves with firearms and also take pictures, still pictures, and I've seen it ranging from one gun to 3 or 4 guns and even a machine gun. The video clip shows the suspect, who we believe is involved and implicated in the murder of Kevon, but we believe he may well not be the actual gunman.
While it may be evidence that the suspect has access to guns, it isn't proof of his involvement in Kevon's murder. Trevor Gardner's team have researched Owen Clark's assets in the UK. In London, they've found 2 houses he owns worth £500,000. But the paper trail